The Gears of War franchise is known for their crazy guns, and I'm not talking about the ones on Marcus Phoenix. Over the years, each game has introduced a unique set of weapons, some good and some bad. And like my mom's boyfriend, some come and some go. Quick disclaimer, these are weapons that I had fun using WoW in multiplayer or Horde, and I think it will be nice to use them again in future installations of Gears of War games. Now, I don't want to waste much of your time, so let's get started with 5 forgotten Gears of War weapons. At number 5, we have the Tripwire Crossbow. As much flack as I give Gears Judgment, I do have to give them props for introducing a variety of weapons. One of them being the Tripwire Crossbow. This is the cog counter weapon to the crossbow. This weapon fires a tripwire beam that latches onto walls. Once enemies cross, the bolt will launch explosives, making the enemy regret they ever came to your turf. It will be nice to see a future Gears character using this as their ability in Horde or Escape. Number 4. Ink Grenade. Introduced in Gears of War 2 and making appearances in 3 and Judgment. This grenade was great to flush enemies out of cover. This grenade came in real handy in game modes such as King of the Hill and Annex. If my memory serves me right, the Gears of War 3 ink grenade was kind of annoying. Come to think of it, they just replaced this with a shock grenade.
Could use some help here!
Number 3, the Motor. This weapon made its explosive debut in Gears of War 2. The Motor is a powerful support weapon, and it always gave me satisfaction when I took out more than 2 enemies in multiplayer. I can see why it's no longer around, but this weapon got me through many waves in Horde in the Gears 2 days. The Lancer GL doesn't even compare to this. Number 2. Scorcher Flamethrower. This weapon is useful in short combat situations. It also comes in handy to get your enemies out of cover. Heck, you can just blind fire this baby and you'll be sending enemies running back. The reason for this weapon not being in any multiplayer modes, it's unknown. Maybe it's too OP. In my opinion, they should just bring it back and nerf it like they've done to every explosive weapon in the game. One thing I do know is that it will come in handy with the boss battles in Horde. Maybe the Coalition should make their own version of this weapon. I mean, who doesn't like to set things on fire? And at number 1, Digger. This single shot grenade launcher, mainly used by boomers, it's an interesting weapon that fires explosives that go underground and pop up, stays in the air for a quick second, and detonates. Now that's a scary sight to see before you die. Again, the Coalition replacement for this weapon could be considered the drop shot. Both are great weapons, but you know the sound of the Digger makes you regret stepping out in the battlefield. These were a few weapons that brought me joy while playing the Gears of War franchise. I personally would like to see some of these weapons return in future installments. And I know that some of these weapons aren't in the Coalition's version of Gears of War, mainly because they're Locust weapons, and as we all know, Locusts aren't the main enemies in the game. At this point, who cares? Let me know what y'all think, what weapons y'all like to see. I know there's a lot more weapons out there, more powerful, but these were my favorite again. It's sometimes difficult trying to make these kind of videos without having any input from the Gears fan base. I mean, you can follow me on social media. I'll leave my usernames in the description below. We can discuss future topics. Just comment and I'll get back to y'all. I'll see what I do when I have time to make another video. Until next time, take care.